Flosstube, it's Carol and Zuck here with C6 Stitch. Today is Saturday, September 28th, 2019, and I'm really glad that you're here. So this is a Flosstube YouTube video about cross-stitching. We have recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I am so excited. So thank you if you're new. I know there's a lot of new folks out there, so we are so excited to have you as a part of our community. I know that there are so many wonderful Flosstubers out there to watch, and more keep coming up every day, which is really exciting. So there should be something for everybody, but I'm really glad that you've decided to make my little channel part of your day, and I'm really grateful for the 1,000 subscribers, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. So I'm filming a bit later than normal today. It's about 6:20 p.m. I'm looking out the window. There's a window right behind you. It has been the perfect fall, cool temperatures. The news said we're about 10-15 degrees below normal, which I love. I think it's great. It's just really cozy. My fall decorations are out. My fall candles are out. I have an electric fireplace. I haven't turned that on yet. I have not turned on the heat yet. I like it chillier in my house. So I got my big bulky sweater on and I'm ready for fall. I know if you are in Montana, I believe, you are getting a lot of snow. So please stay safe because the amounts of snow, they're expected to get around 3 feet of snow, which is a lot and could be, there could be some power outages and whatnot. So please be safe, but hopefully you have power and electricity and are able to stitch the snowstorm away. So I am very, very excited about fall is officially here, I think. All right, let's jump into it with whips. I think this is going to be a pretty short video because I just filmed last week, so I don't have a ton to show you. But the first whip I've been working on is Lindy Stitches. This is called Stars Bright. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. I am working on the granny squares that go around the border. They do take a bit of time. I greatly underestimated how long each little square would take. Normally, on a weeknight, I can do about 1 square per evening. If it's a weekend where I don't have to necessarily go to bed early, I can maybe get 2 done, maybe. The quote says, "We would be together and have our books, and at night be warm in our bed, together with the windows open and the stars bright." And I am making this for a friend I have who is getting married in January. So this piece is really, actually it kind of has a timeline, deadline on it. So this is where I'm at. Now last time you saw it, I did not have it in the Q-snaps. So this border goes up all the way across. I have all the way across here done, and I'm working my way down. So I think in the past week, all I've done are these 2. So I finished the corner, and I'm getting ready to go across the bottom border and up to complete the border. So that's where I am. Not a ton, and then I have this one is started. Not a ton done on this week, but that's okay. It's really fun to stitch, even though it goes a bit slower than I expected. The colors are just beautiful. Oh, I'm stitching this on a 28 count cashel linen in mint by Picture This Plus. It's the called for. Everything is the called for because the colors are just really, really divine. So that's Stars Bright. That is coming along. And the reason why I didn't get as much done on Stars Bright is because I decided, you saw in my last YouTube Flosstube video, that I have decided suddenly that I'm going to make 29 ornaments for my coworkers for Christmas this year. It is September 28th. But I think I can do it. So I went through some of my Christmas magazines, and this Christmas magazine, Ultimate Cross Stitch Christmas, this is from 2018. I haven't seen this year's yet, but I am going to look for it and try to get it. There's so many ornaments, quick and easy ornaments. So on this page, you can see, so this section is called All Wrapped Up. So they are meant to be cards or tags for gifts. Just really quick, simple. Look at that little birdie. So cute. Really quick, simple. It says the approximate stitching time is 1 to 6 hours for each. And there are 52 designs in just this section alone. I picked about 7 different designs, and I can't show you all of them because not all of them have pictures. Most of them are just the charts. But what I started on is this Rudolph. And I am going to do this kitty, because there's a lot of cat people where I work. And there's some other beautiful ones. Like, I think that wreath is really pretty. I might do that one. I haven't fully decided. But definitely I'm doing Rudolph and the cat. And I'm trying to kind of bling up each of them in some sort of way. Using, these are little Rudolph noses. These are actually too big though, so I have to go back to Michael's and get the smaller ones. So that would go right here. I'd get maybe a little palm for his little hat right there. I'm going to use the Etoile white Blanc for the fuzz there. So you can kind of spruce it up a little bit. With the cat, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So, because I have about 7 patterns that I want to use out of those that I thought would be relatively not too bad to stitch up, I'm usually doing about 4 of each type. So I have 4 reindeer mostly done. They look a little eerie, a little creepy without their faces. So right where you see that space in there, I was waiting for the Etoile to come in from 1, 2, 3 stitch. So I can go back in and fill that in, and they don't have eyes. And then there's a little bit of back stitching. And then I just have to bling it up. For the eyes, I'm thinking about using black Mill beads, just again to kind of zhuzh it up. And look how small those little noses are. So this would be quite small. So I might use a little palm for that, and then a little palm on there, just to make it a little bit fun. But this is, I'm kind of using the conveyor belt technique. Or, you know, if you quilt or sew, you know, chain sewing, where you just do multiple right in a row really quickly, and it saves time. So that's how I'm doing it with this, because I know I want to make 4 of each design. One design I'll have to make 5 of. But this just goes so fast, so instead of putting the needle away and switching colors and all that, I get all done of one area. And they are pretty small, so I don't get really sick of it or anything like that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. And that took, you know, a few nights to do, but not too bad. And then I kind of stopped because I was waiting for stuff to come in the mail. So that is what I've been working on this week. Oh, and these, so I'm stitching this on perforated paper. I got these from the Mill Hill kits, the Christmas Village, that I'm going to start probably next year. I'm going to sew my Mill Hill Christmas kits on fabric, not on the perforated paper. But I had all this perforated paper, so I thought I can use it for some of these ornaments. So it'll go, because it's this kind of brown color, which wouldn't necessarily be my first choice, but for something like a reindeer, it's going to be really great. And it's 14 count. So that's what I'm using. Okay, so haul. I only have a little bit of haul. So this is an Acorns and Threads bag from my LNS, Acorns and Threads. It is made out of that material. It's a paper material that stands up to rain. It's the same material that if you wear Levi's jeans, the little tag on the back of the jeans, that's the same material. So it holds up. You can buy these at Acorns. They will also ship them to you. So if you are not in Portland, Oregon, but really want a big bag, you can order it. They are $12 plus shipping. They will ship it out to you. And when you go to Acorns, so if you ever visit Portland or if you're in the Portland area, bring your bag, because even if you go in and buy 1 skein of floss, if you use this bag, you will get $5 towards your card. So they have like a punch card where if you spend, I don't even know how much it is, it's something like $200, you get $15 off a future purchase. And so if you just by using this bag, you get $5 towards that. So it's a really great deal. And it's a really great bag because it is, you can tell they designed it for, you know, it's kind of big, can fit patterns and all of that in there. And I don't have much in here this time. So first up, I got my haircut this week. and I get my brows waxed. And I had about an hour in between the two appointments one evening. And so I went to my favorite knitting shop. Now, I haven't knit in over a year because I've been cross stitching. But I did go in there, and this was the first time I've been in there. They had one little tiny shelf. So kind of like that. Like one little cube of cross stitching stuff. And that's the first time I've seen it. So they had a few patterns, a few kits, some Aida. So I don't know what's going on, you guys, but it's really exciting. But I got this. Oh, you can't see that at all, can you? I got these beads. Can you see the color? No. They're like a topaz. I would call it topaz. So a little bit ambery, goldy type color. They're just beads. They were on the clearance bin. So I'm trying to see what kind they are. Oh, goodness. So they're delicate beads. Root beer. They're called root beer gold luster. They were $2.75, and there's a whole bunch of them. So I just thought, I don't know what I'm going to pick them up, but they're delicate beads. I'll probably use them for something or find something. I don't know. I think I'm going to start collecting these beads now. So I got that. And then I placed an order for 123 Stitch because I did need some extra materials for the ornaments. So I got a pack of perforated paper. There are 2 sheets in here. And this is just the 14 count. It's white, which I needed because some of the ornaments I'm making are snowmen. And they have little snowflakes falling down around them. And I didn't think all of the ornaments that I want to make would look good on this brown. So I got that. And then I got some extra stuff here. So I just got some floss. Nothing too exciting. I did get some etoile. I don't know if you can see if it sparkles. It has the sparkle in it. So I got red and white. I thought I ordered black because I am going to do one of the ornaments is a little penguin. And I wanted to do the body in black because there's not much else I can think of for the penguin that I can kind of zhuzh up. But I didn't get the black, and I don't think 123 Stitch sells the black. So I'm going to have to go to Michael's and get black. I've never used this, so that'll be new for me. And then I just got a few other random colors, which I'm not going to go through. And then I got a bunch of beads, partly to zhuzh it up, partly to just build up my bead stash. So they're all Mill Hill. So this is like a light red. This is a, red. So you can see how they kind of compare. A couple shades of red. Got the black. I was thinking of using this for the eyes, maybe, for a lot of the eyes. I got a green. Have no plans for this, but because they're holiday ornaments, Christmas ornaments, thought I better get that. And then I got 3 blues because I just wasn't sure. I'm going to use the blues for the snowflakes in the background of the snowmen that I'm making. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's a stray. There's a stray. Someone had an affair. And there's a stowaway in there. Anyway, so I got 3 types of blue. This is like a baby blue or robin's egg blue. This is like more like a crystal Arctic blue, and this is more like a royal blue. So I will probably use something like this one for the snowflakes, but we'll see. And it's just nice to build up my stash of beads because I don't currently have any. So that was my order from 123 Stitch. And then I bought on Etsy, I did this last year, and I think I told you last week that I did this. I bought these little charms that say 2019. Last year's I bought said 2018, and they have this little loop on it. These are such good quality, and I will link below. Beauty Me Fashion, I think, is the name of the store. I will link below. I got a pack of 30 because I need 29. And she sells them in packs of 10. And I think for 30 I paid $7.50. And these are not cheap chintzy charms that are going to bend easily. These are really, really high quality, and that's why I went back to her again this year, because I was so happy with them last year. But I will link her below. It's called Beauty Me First or Beauty Me Fashion or something like that. And she sells all sorts of charms. So she has other types of charms besides just 2019. But I got that, and I'm going to figure out how to put that on the ornaments as well. That's all I got for haul this week, you guys. Told you this is going to be a really quick video. So, plans. Coming up plans. I am, as I mentioned last week, I'm going to Chicago. I leave Wednesday night. I have a red-eye flight, which I'm not super thrilled about because I can't really sleep on planes anymore. Can you sleep on planes? If you have any tips about sleeping on planes, let me know. I just can't. I have a layover in San Francisco, and then I go from San Francisco straight into Chicago. I get in at 5 in the morning, Chicago time, which is 3 a.m. Portland time. I don't know. It'll be messed. It'll be fine. It'll be great once I get there, and I know that. So, plans. I am going to take the ornaments with me, so I can maybe stitch on my layover in San Francisco, or if the flight gets delayed, or I've never stitched on the plane. I just don't know. Sometimes I get motion sick pretty easily, and depending on the turbulence, and I'm going to try to sleep. But, you know, this would be good in the hotel room because you can kind of see the holes a little bit easier because it is 14 count perforated paper. So if I have any downtime, I'll take the ornaments with me. And because they're so small, they're really easy to travel with and they won't take up much room. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take those with me. I will probably work on Stars Bright while I'm home the rest of this week until I leave on Wednesday and just pack up the ornaments to go on my trip to Chicago. And then, so Stars Bright and the ornaments is what I'm going to continue working on. And then when I come back, so my next video is going to be October 12th. And because we've hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a big giveaway in that video. So I think I'm planning to have 10 different giveaways, so one for each 100. And I'm so excited to be doing this giveaway. So I've been collecting things for a while now, and I have to make another order from 123 Stitch to get some more stuff in for the giveaway, but I will be doing that, and hopefully it will all have arrived by October 12th. But stay tuned for October 12th video because we're going to do a big fun giveaway. And again, thank you all so much for being here. For those who've been here from the beginning and those who are just brand new, I appreciate you all, and I'm so glad you're here. And we have such a lovely, lovely community. Flosstubers, stitchers are the kindest, most generous people around. So I am so excited to be a part of this community. All right, I am going to go get this uploaded, maybe throw in some laundry and get to stitching tonight. So I will see you all in about 2 weeks. Bye.